The thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin. Now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Mexico City Diablos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Allen now on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a 1st down to boot. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Room here to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Faking the give, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A play fake, and it's Darnold trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him a gain of 37.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Darnold. Bryant with a catch right side. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw is Darnold, being chased out left. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Allen from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, it's McCoy. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive. until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team...
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Allen now looks to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing is Allen on third. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Allen going to go on 4th down, going for it all. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And some room to work. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff. But still, a lot of guys to account for.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end, Clay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunity.
And look at this. They get the turnover. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A give to McCord. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Another's got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Darnold now to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. The 13 yards that time at a 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.